Nexxlegacy.
Edition of Branded After Dark. I am Branded, and I am here to give you what you need to help you finish off this weekend and start your busy work week. So I'm glad and appreciative that everyone is out here in the universe listening in to what we got in store tonight. Not just music, not just a cool guest that I consider a good friend of mine, but also nice topics, and of course, you know, we're all brought to you by Nexxlegacy.com, where you can be able to check out the websites for all details that's going down. And I want to welcome my beautiful co-host, Sweet Aaron, who is here tonight. What's up, girl?
Yes, I'm here. And you're going to give me what I need. You just said that. So I'll give them what they need, too.
Hey, that's kind of loaded, though, when you say it like that.
Yeah,
so,
kind of.
Right.
Anything I say is always loaded, so.
I see that.
Yeah.
Well, tonight, people,
though.
like, I was fortunate enough to have a nice interview with this man a few months back. And, you know, basically, it was a good look for me to just basically say thank you for his contributions in acting and, you know, hard work and just basically just, you know, doing his thing on a career level where I have the utmost respect for his craft. And, you know, I want to tell you people that this guy right here is brought to you by BubbaStyle.net, where you can go ahead and hit up that website, and he'll be able to talk about the cooking spices and all that is going on. But this man by the name of Mykelti Williamson, my friend, who is back with us on Branded After Dark. Mykelti, what's up, man?
Welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, brother? How you doing, Charles?
I'm good, man.
How are you?
I mean, well, we kind of said it off the air, but I'm going to say it on the air. I'm glad to see you keeping busy in a world of reality show television and, you know, just how fickle a lot of stuff is. I mean, it's good to be able to see that you're doing some stuff, keeping busy, getting your acting thing brought up to a higher plateau. A lot of people, you know, hey, it's continuing to grow, and I'm glad to see you still keeping busy, man. So,
you know what? Thank you. I really appreciate that, and it's actually nice to be in your company again and to meet Sweet Aaron. Not just Aaron, but Sweet Aaron. You know I'm feeling all that. What's going on, Aaron? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? It's such a pleasure to talk to you and to speak to you.
Great,
I've been a fan of yours for a long time.
Oh, that's cool. I've been, you know, been out here bouncing around doing whatever I could do, you know.
Yeah, it shows, and it's awesome that you've been able to, like Brand said, you've been able to keep, you know, working with all this reality TV going on.
Right. It's you know, I have to give God the credit because I stay prayed up and I stay prepared so I can do what I do. But you know, you need a little extra kick out here nowadays, boy. You can't just spoil this weenie by yourself. You know what I mean?
Amen to that. And right out of the gate, like let me just kind of, you know, see what's going on now. You got something going on with Fox, right?
Right. I'm actually on a Fox show that's on the air. It's on FX. It's called Justified, and I play a gentleman by the name of Elston Limehouse. And Limehouse is a black hillbilly mobster. And he is not to be played with, man. It's so much fun to play a backwoods businessman. It's just a hook. It's off the hook, man. It's just a hoot to be there every day and do Justified. And then the season for Justified, season 4, ended a few weeks back, and I've been invited to go on another Fox show called The Wild Blue. Okay. So this is an original show. Starts shooting next month, and it's about the United States military, and I'll play a master sergeant, a master chief rather, who's he's the highest ranking enlisted man, and he's the liaison between the officers and the enlisted men. So I'll have yet another opportunity to start some mess, and I love that, man. You know, somebody's got to stir the pot. You know,
well, stir it on, brother. Stir it on.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, And I'm also fortunate enough to have been invited to join the cast of Chicago Fire on NBC. So I've been very, very busy, and traveling back and forth to Chicago and taking care of that. Making sure that I keep that plate spinning as well. And Fred Dreyer is also one of the new cast members, and a brother by the name of J.B. Smooth joined us in the cast, and J.B. is a lot of fun to work with too. So, between those jobs and my spice company, I've been a very busy brother.
You know what? We're gonna actually talk about your spice company shortly, but let me get back to this. All the stuff you got going on, man. How are you managing to juggle these different things? From Justified to Chicago Fire to Wild Blue.
Right.
and all these things on your plate. How are you managing on an acting level to be able to stay sharp with all the roles you're playing?
Like I said, I actually left out a job. I just stay prayed up, man, and just maintain and just keep a great attitude and just work hard. Just keep it grinding. That's really about the size of it. I think everybody has to do whatever they can do.
You know how in Living Color used to have that little segment where they had the Jamaicans working 50 jobs,
Yeah, brother.
That's Mykelti right there. Mykelti got he got 70 jobs and he do it all in the span of a day. I'm like, man.
That's it.
Y'all people out there listening in radio land, y'all may think y'all busy with your little 14, 15-hour days, and granted, we love you for that. You grinding, you working hard. But
right.
Mykelti got 70 jobs. I'm just saying. Just saying.
That's real, brother.
Where do you find time for leisure?
There's not a lot of that right now, because I had mentioned that I'm also a writer-director on a web series right now called Wigs, and
yes.
It features.
Oh my God, I so want to talk to you about that.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of leisure time, but I'm enjoying what I do. So I'm not stressed out about anything because I'm surrounded by the kind of people I really want to be surrounded by, and we're just getting it on. If we're doing our best work, and we're shooting from the heart. So. Sweet Aaron, it's all good.
Well, that's great. I just caught the first, the three episodes of Lauren, and wow. I can't wait to see what's gonna go on. It's so well written, and it's just I was like, oh my gosh, I now I have to do the show. I'm so excited to talk to you, but at the same time, I didn't want to get off YouTube. It's awesome, and you do a wonderful job with that.
Oh, thank you so much. I really
have a
appreciate
question for you though.
Absolutely.
Out of all the characters and things that you've played and portrayed, what's your favorite type of character do you think? Do you like military? What kind of movie genre do you like? Do you like to do military? Do you like to do, what do you like to do?
I enjoy the military and the first responder characters,
right,
because those are the real heroes. But for me, what is the most fun is to take people by surprise. Is to play a character that people where they don't really see what's coming. They don't see it coming. That is, for me, that's the epitome of what I enjoy, cinematically, is to make sure that people don't actually see what's coming, that you catch them by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I like playing bad boys. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fun. But I also like to make people laugh.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, they say a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. I love to laugh, and I love to make people laugh, So, it's kind of hard to say if there's just a specific type of character that I'm drawn to specifically. But, I'm just having a good time.
Right. Well, you do one hell of a job.
Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So tell me about you a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Nexxlegacy.
Wow, he turned the interview right on to you, Aaron. The spotlight is now shining on sweet Aaron.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. The spotlight is on me every Sunday. It's on you tonight, Mister.
Really?
How modest is
I'm really excited about
spotlight is on you too, Aaron.
Huh?
I said
about what you guys
Aaron, how modest of you to say the spotlight shines on you when you're on the air. That's real big of you. It's big of you, man.
You know I love you, Brand.
I'm just playing with you. Mykelti Williamson is our guest on Branded After Dark, and I gotta ask you, Twist of Faith. Congratulations on that performance of was it Uncle Mo, right?
Yes. No. Uncle Mo's a different character. That's yeah, absolutely. It is Uncle Mo. I'm mixing him up with Uncle George from ATL.
Yeah, I'm on top of it. I loved you and your performance there, and of course, being a veteran in the acting business, like you have doing music, doing movies for so long, the music aspect of having Toni Braxton on as a cast member to that movie. Give us your take just on not just her role and how hard she worked for it, but just a lot of musicians kind of switching over to doing certain things on a music level. What is your take on that in general?
Well, I think I encourage the music cats to segue over onto the film side. It's not the easiest transition to make, but that's creativity, just like acting is creativity. I think for example, a person like a Toni Braxton. First of all, Toni is not. I heard about all these stories about diva. When you're in the press,
right.
diva. Man, she's the most down to earth, cool, laid back, friendly person you ever want to meet, man. And she's so talented and humble, and she was just a lot of fun to be around. She kept the crew lively, and she's just like a little bottle of champagne bumping around on the set, man. Bubbly. Toni Braxton's off the hook. She's bubbly, man. She's really a lot of fun. She's easy to be around. She doesn't make you work hard. Like she's like some big ta-da, I've arrived type person. She's just cool,
So that means she didn't have like a bunch of rose petals like thrown at her feet every time she walked in a certain set, right? Like
no, she's like any other businesswoman. She's got her staff. She's got people that keep her life rolling while she's focused on what she's doing. She's not on the cell phone trying to put out all these other fires. She's got people that do that and report to her. She keeps them moving. You know what I'm saying? But she's a businesswoman. She's a black businesswoman. And and I take my hat off to her. She had it cracking, man.
That's good, because just in general, knowing I wanted to bring that up just for the simple fact that someone like her, because I've we've all known her musically, and she really, just looking at certain interviews that she's had, she really not just gave you a shout out, but she said she really wanted to work hard to own the role that she had, and you can kind of tell, like I said, you're a veteran, you're an OG at this, so you kind of know, the people that put in 110% and the ones that don't, correct?
Right, that's correct. Because if she didn't, I would just say she's a nice girl. She's a nice lady, and I leave it all alone.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the way you're so honest.
I'm serious, but I really admire her and respect her. But I mean, I've worked with some people, and I just say, you know what? She was nice. She was cool, and I leave it alone. I don't go any further, because I would be lying if I did. And then by me saying she's a nice person, she's probably a nice person to somebody.
Right.
But those people haven't been nice. But Toni Braxton is amazing. She's a very elevated human being. So I'm serious. I'm really, really happy I had the privilege of working with her. She was great. She was scared, but she stepped up. And the thing and she said, I'm so scared. I just don't want to embarrass myself. I said, you won't. Just tell the truth. And that's she said, okay. And she told the truth. And when you watch her movie, you go, man, she's really got it.
Right.
So she's an artist. She's legit.
That's what's up. Being a big fan of hers too. I know for certain, like, her team is real strong, but like you said, I mean, rare young lady, still called young lady to this day, like, doing what she's doing and accomplish what she's accomplished. Just to see that work ethic on an acting level, I was very impressed. Very impressed.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool. Shout out to Lifetime because they do great movies, They really care.
Yes, and it's not only for women, guys.
No, it's not.
Need to watch Lifetime too.
Hey,
and just,
I'm comfortable with.
Listen,
I'm comfortable with my manhood to say that I watch Lifetime from time to time.
Well, we are so proud of you, Brand.
Thank you.
We are so proud of you.
Do you have a pink shirt in your closet? I do. I'm comfortable with my pink shirt, man. What's up?
Hey, you know what? I haven't gone that route yet,
though,
man.
Some guys look hot in pink. I'm sorry.
I haven't gone that route.
Say what you will, but whatever. I wanted to let everybody know, though, that Lifetime, Twist of Fate is going to be on May 19th on Lifetime. I'm not quite sure of the time, so you might want to check your listings, but it's they're going to be airing it again on May 19th of this month. Well, of course,
that's
great.
Right? Thank you for that shout-out.
There you go. Mykelti Williamson is our guest on Branded After Dark. And you know what? Before I get into Bubba style and all the cooking spices and stuff like that.
We get spicy around here.
The young kids that's really doing the drama classes that's still out there, and that's really trying to get in a position like the position you have. Because of course, I mean, the universe knows the role that you played as far as Bubba on Forrest Gump, which was
right. I
was talking to Erin about this, was it yesterday, and I was telling her that it's still to this day you can watch that movie and still it tugs on your heartstrings. So that's going to be those timeless classics. So these young kids that's trying to be in the position where Mykelti is right now, and that's accomplished some of the things that you've accomplished. Just kind of give them the the ones and the twos on just the dedication it took from you to be able to get to that position to where you are right now.
Okay, well, thank you for this opportunity to speak to the future actors. For me, my advice from the heart is to keep your life clean and keep yourself clean. I know that there's a lot of things that are popular now, like tattoos and piercings and all that kind of stuff. If you decide to do some of that, make sure it's out of sight so nobody can see it. Because as an actor, you're supposed to be a clean canvas so that a director or producer can look at you and say, you know what, we can turn this woman or this guy into whatever we want to turn them into, because they're like a blank canvas that people can be creative with. But if you walk in and you've got piercings on your tongue and you're talking like this and people can't understand you, they're going to be afraid of you. And they're going to think that you're not paying attention well enough to do an actor's job, that you've decided that you don't fit that mold. You got to keep your stuff together so that you're flexible. And then the other thing is, you got to get on a stage and act on a live stage, a theater stage, because the industry has changed so much that when you go and you do an audition and it's maybe a C or a D grade audition, now there's a database that tracks your level and your competence as an actor in the audition process. So you don't have time to learn in the room with casting directors because they don't have time. Because if I'm directing something, I want to see the best 10 guys, best 10 girls you got. I want to see the best right now because we have too much to do. So if you come in there and you fall apart, you go in the database and you're in the C category. and nobody's going to look in that category again for at least a year or so when they start looking for actors in this database who test or audition well. So you got to get on a stage because you get immediate feedback on how the audience is responding to what it is you're giving as an actor. You got to study. You got to study. Don't get stuck with one teacher and think that they know everything. Study with one teacher, move on. Study with a different teacher, move on. Study with yet another teacher and move on. And you'll discover which of those teachers is the best one for your instrument. So those are the things I would say you need to do. And you definitely got to stay prayed up. Whatever it is you believe in, if it's positive, you got to pray. Put your time in, because that is what makes opportunities flow your way. And people go, how'd you know about that? How'd this happen? How'd that happen? You need a little extra help, my friend. I do, even still. And always remember to keep a good attitude when things start working for you. And when they're not working, keep a good attitude, because the most important thing to remember is that what you do is not who you are. That's just what you do. Actor is not who I am. That's just what I do. You know what I mean? I'm a dad, I'm a brother, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a cousin. I'm a friend. Those are the things. That's who I am. But, the acting and directing and writing, all of that stuff, that's just what I do. So just keep it real, keep it positive, don't burn nobody. Don't backbite nobody, because it's going to come back on you. And just, keep working on you. And that's about it.
That's so solid.
That's good game. Good game to give to these people, because I still believe in the workshops, and I believe that, there is, that fine line that I know, a lot of people debate and talk about reality shows. I'm not a big fan of them. I know a lot of, I love authentic acting, and I love, real good hard work, and you can tell from the roles that a lot of people portray. So these kids out there, just make sure that y'all out there and y'all kind of understand, there's a lot of, Mykelti worked his ass off to be able to, act alongside Tom Hanks, which is a giant in this business as well. And, and just to be able to accomplish all that you have accomplished and continue to, that's motivation. I mean, I'm trying to get like a little small role where somebody can just pass by and just say, hey, I was on TV. I'm trying to do something, you know what I mean? That's motivation right there, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll take a one-liner, he's over there, and I'll own that one. You better believe those lines I'm going to do just be the best ever. Why?
You know what? You should make sure that I have your picture in your resume, because I'm always putting people that I know and care about to work, man. So I would love to plug you in if opportunity presents itself. So make sure you get your stuff to Sasha for me, man, and she'll make sure I have it.
I'll even wash your car. I'll wax it too. I'll just make sure all that stuff is shine real nice, man. That's not a problem. It's not a problem. Mykelti Williams is our guest, and he's also brought to you by BubbaStyle.net. We can get all the spices, the different kinds of blends. Now, when we had you on here before, we was talking about just, how important a lot of the spices to bring flavor to the foods that's out there, and I think we were talking too about, just some of the things that people might be allergic to certain spices, but there is allergy-free spices that's along with it as well, right?
Right. That's what we do. We do no allergens, no glutens, no additives, no preservatives. It's all natural. It's just like God made it, man. And we use pure spices. And my parents taught me to cook when I was a kid. My mom actually, when my when my mom became a single parent, she would teach us how to cook over the phone from work. She would call us after school and talk us through it, so we'd have dinner ready when she got home. So, and I messed up a bunch of stuff, brother. I burnt up a bunch of stuff.
Word?
It's all good, because now, now it's real,
Right.
And now I can put it down. So, but
see, did it go from Mykelti, did it go from a phone call one day and, did it later on kind of graduated to, okay, Mom, you don't have to call no more. I got it.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now you call your mom and tell her how to cook, huh?
Well, you know what? She just asked me to make some gumbo for Mother's Day. 'Cause she doesn't want to be in the streets, at the restaurants with the crowds. She's like, "Do you make Mama some gumbo? I'll be happy." I said, "All right, that's cool. I'll hook it up." So, but she knows we can all do all that stuff. She put us on the right path. But the spices they're all natural. They're gluten-free. We use no wheat. There's no nuts. It's all 100% vegetarian ingredients, which is what spices are. It's very low in salt. I actually just started blending a no salt version, and it's instead of no salt, the bottle says, "This one ain't got no salt."
All right.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to read on my bottle when I go to start cooking.
Yeah.
This one ain't got no damn salt.
I figure that's how a Bubba would do it. This one ain't got no salt.
There you go.
That's how we roll, man. We just do it all Bubba style.
Are you affiliated with Bubba Gump Shrimp Company restaurant?
No, not at all. The Gump brand that was launched by Viacom and Gulf Western Oil, those companies, and I believe another entity owns it now. But no, I don't have anything to do with that. I own Bubba Style, like Southern style, Cajun style, Bubba Style. So that's my trademark brand, is Bubba Style. So we're just taking it out to the people.
You get it from the original.
Yeah, because I'm the real guy.
That's how you do it. That's how a pimp do, son.
Right.
I heard that. There you go. If you go to bubbastyle.net, you can be able to see all the price points, everything that's on there. And it's cool to be able to see, who's online and people checking out the website right now as we speak, because I'm on it also.
Right.
I said, the price points are real good
and
for people out there that want to add flavor to their food. And come on now, what was that old school rap verse back in the day, Mykelti? Something about you didn't want the food to taste like wood or something like that.
Yeah.
That was one of them old.
Something's mush and the chicken tastes like wood.
There you go.
Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Ew.
And we've learned that salt is not your best friend. So you'll find that our stuff is 10 milligrams of sodium per serving. So I don't know of anything else that's as tasty and as low in salt. You know what I mean? But
I'm definitely putting in an order because, me personally, I have, type 1 diabetes and I have kidney disease, so that would be awesome for me. Because, I have to lay off the salt and all that, and, sometimes it's like, are you kidding me? This doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, you won't have that issue, I promise you.
Yeah, I just put in that good order for Fry Bubba Fry, so... if I can get that autographed and sent over, sir, I appreciate it.
Oh, no, that's right.
I appreciate it.
You know what?
Your prices are really awesome.
What's that?
Your prices are awesome. It's very affordable.
Thank you.
I love that.
We're happy about the price point, and right now we're negotiating with the post office because sometimes they can be a little pricey shipping stuff, and I'm like, come on, man, you guys.
Who are you selling?
Oh my gosh! Right. So we're making a switch to UPS and Amazon in the very next few weeks, so that we can phase in free shipping and stuff like that for our customers. So you'll see that happen in the next couple of weeks. But I'm very, very, very proud of the Bubba Style brand and bubbastyle.net, and I look forward to you guys receiving it, throwing it on the grill, getting down with your all-purpose seasoning, and letting me know how you like it.
Oh, you better believe it.
Are you also looking into like marketing it so it comes down into like major stores?
Absolutely.
And maybe using it into restaurants and things?
Absolutely. I have a meeting in Washington, D.C. on Thursday with the Department of Commerce, and so we're going to get some assistance in that regard. We've got a couple of we've got a couple of people that want to do international and national distribution for us, so we're negotiating those as well, so people can just go down the street and pick it up, you know. And I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Something as far as on the side, as far as side conversation, I know there's a few people asking, are you going to be implementing the PayPal purchases and transactions as far as, you know, people being able to buy off of, you know, their PayPal accounts to your account?
You know what? I think so. I had an email I responded to last week. A gentleman wanted to know if we would make it PayPal because he's very comfortable paying for things through PayPal. So that's something we're implementing as well. So the answer is yes.
Okay. Wonderful. And I have a couple of tips on that. So this week I'll call you, you know, and there's a couple of things that I think we'll be able to be proactive on that quicker than you think, which will work out really, really good. So, you know, it was a tip that I got from a friend of mine that I can pass on to you that I think will be beneficial. So
I would like that. I would like that.
That could be your first line in one of his movies.
Anything. I mean, I'm always on audition. I'm on audition, like, you know, for the rest of my life. I'll be on audition.
Yeah.
As long as I be myself, Mykelti, you ain't gonna be mad at that. Not at all,
Not
right?
at all. Not at all.
There you go. And Mykelti actually will be in Washington May 6th to the 12th at the GI Film Festival. And you're going to be the ambassador for the GI Film Festival, correct?
This year, yes. On behalf of the Gary Sinise Foundation, I've been invited to be the ambassador in place of Gary this year because his schedule this year is as crazy as mine, and he's unable to make that date. So I would be happy to. I'm looking forward to meeting our troops and having dinner with folks our first responders who defend this nation, and just hanging out with them and presenting awards and getting to meet their families. It's going to be. I'm excited about it. It's going to be great.
There you go. Very cool. And I have one question, and Erin, well, I'm pretty sure she has one before we let you go. And I know you have a web series, right?
Right.
By the name of Lauren. That's going to be on YouTube, and it's already on YouTube actually now, right?
Right. It's on YouTube/Wigs, like you put a wig on your head. And Wigs is a television series. It's an internet series that features strong female leads. These are women from all walks of life, all kinds of characters doing all kinds of things, because that's how women are. It's like women put on wigs. They put on different parts of their life, like changing wigs. They're a mom, they're a sister, they're a boss, you know what I mean? They're a doctor, they're a lawyer, they're this, they're that, teacher, and all that stuff is what we're doing on Wigs, and it is exciting. And there's a series of episodes called Lauren.
Yep, I just watched the 3 of them.
Yeah, they debuted this week, you know, starring Jennifer Beals and among others. But I am in that series as well as one called Jennifer, which I wrote and directed. Stars Dawn Lewis, who's so amazing. She's so talented. So check out Lauren on Wigs, YouTube/Wigs, and while you're there, check out the episode called Jennifer.
There you go.
I have to go back and check out Jennifer because I just watched 3 episodes of Lauren, and I'm totally hooked. Like I said earlier, it's so well written, and I mean it was hard for me to get away from the computer to call in tonight because I wanted more. You know what I mean? I'm already hooked.
Right. Well, the people who run that series, there's 2 really talented filmmakers. There's a Latin brother who's off the hook, you know, and there's John Avnet, and Rodrigo Garcia. They're the two guys who run that series, to run that show over there, and they brought me on board to do a lot of stuff with people of color, and that's what I'm over there doing.
Well, it's amazing, and I can't wait.
Let me ask you a quick question. Let me ask you a quick question about that, because I see a number of established actors and actresses taking to YouTube to put a brand out as far as either their series or they're trying to do certain things creative with YouTube, and I guess to some degree a lot of people are using that as an alternative. Because like we said earlier, reality shows are running rampant on some of the major networks. So, I mean, what are your thoughts about just, the online piece as opposed to, getting some of this out to, major networks?
I think television is going to have to run and catch up with the internet.
I heard that.
There's a studio known as Fox. 20th Century Fox. To me, they're the first guys to step up and realize, this thing is hot as this thing is smoking. So, so they've actually latched on to Wigs and YouTube, and they love our content so much that we now have a deal at Fox to keep it on the internet, but to use television to point people to the internet instead of the internet to point people to television. So,
love it.
It's like Fox is paying attention, man. They're wide awake over there, and I absolutely love it.
Love it.
Amazing. My question to you is, of course, I get them, but just my last question is just what I know that you and Tom Hanks, of course, worked together on Forrest Gump, and you guys have probably been friends ever since then. But what's the biggest the piece of advice that he gave you that you're able to share with us that means the most to you, would you say?
Well, Tommy doesn't really give advice, like really giving advice on purpose, but when you watch him and you're around him, I would say he sort of gives you advice by example.
Example, okay.
And to me, he's one of the most generous human beings on the earth. Tommy Hanks, I've described him this way in the past. He's the kind of guy who, and Gary Sinise the same, he's the kind of guy who's such a beautiful human being, both of these guys, that I kind of wish that they could live forever so that people could be around them, because their attitude is so amazing, it's infectious. And they change lives because they're so beautiful to be around. It's just you have to witness it for yourself.
Right. Well, you are the company you keep, and I would, so consider yourself to me one of those same type of people.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
I second that. I'll co-sign it.
Get off my coattails, Brand. Get off my coattails.
I want to thank you for taking the time to hang out with us, and you can actually follow this man right here on Twitter now. Not now, but right now. If you go to Mykelti Williamson, and I'll break it down and spell it because it's broken down just like this. MykeltiWilmson. Follow this guy now. BubbaStyle.net. Make sure you go ahead and hit up this man's website. And I told you, if you're gonna be out in the grill this summer, if you're gonna do it big, you might as well do it big with Bubba Styles. Ill spices from our man Mykelti Williamson. So hey,
that's it.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for the love, continued success. I'm so proud of you, and I feel privileged to have had the opportunity not just to talk to you again, brother, but to meet sweet Aaron, man. So I wish you the best.
Thank you.
With all your endeavors, and Nexxlegacy.com. Do your thing, man, and keep it coming.
And I appreciate you for everything that you're doing, someone that I consider a friend. And, I'll definitely be at you this week so we can kind of go over some of this PayPal stuff. But, man, continue doing what you're doing, man, because I'm looking on the sidelines inspired and privileged to be able to have dialogue and continue to, be appreciative to what you do for the fans and for, people that's been following your career for so long. So thank you for doing all that you do.
Great. Thank you guys so much, and God bless you real good here.
Thank
All
you,
right,
and thank you for making me blush.
Absolutely. You got it. You're blushing anyway. What's up?
Hey, there you go. Exactly. Mykelti Williamson, man. Blessings to you, bro.
All right, you too, man. Peace.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay, all right, bye.
Nexxlegacy.